Hey, what's going on everyone? Louis Angel right here with A Mind. For today's video, I actually wanted to talk about how we get aha moments. Because you know we all get them, right? So I'm going to talk about that. Before I do though, I actually want to tell you guys a little story. Alright? And it goes a little something like this. There was once this boy, right? His name is Isaac. And Isaac, he was a thinker. He was a heavy thinker. He always used to have all kinds of different thoughts flowing through his head. Thoughts that, you know, other people really didn't care too much to even pursue thinking further on, right? He would always have these thoughts, and he would always question these thoughts. Very good questions. And he would ask even more questions to get even more answers. He was actually a scientist at heart. He would do all kinds of different experiments. And one day, though, he was trying to figure something out, and he just couldn't. So he went out for a walk, and he saw this tree. So what he did was he just sat down right in front of the tree trunk, and he was just pondering even deeper, just getting thoughts, just opening up his mind to more and more thoughts, right? And as he did, boom, he felt something hit his head. He was like, oh damn, what was that? As he opened his eyes, he looked down on his lap and he saw his raspberry, this big, fat, juicy raspberry, very abnormal, right? So he looks up and right, so aha moments. How do we actually get them? See, I get them a lot. Aha moments, you should see me when I do it, too. Because I make these weird faces sometimes, like, or the, oh, or the, or sometimes I just do the, alright. Or sometimes when I'm about to get it, like sometimes they come when I'm not even expecting them to come. And those are the best ones, right? Because you're out, say you're, like for me, when I run a lot, I get a lot of these aha moments, right? So sometimes I'm running, and then all of a sudden, I start getting an answer to a question, right? And it's a question that I've been asking for a while, and all of a sudden it starts coming to me, but not fully. So then I do a quick little, I look up, right? I look up and I pause for a second. I start making a little picture in my head, and then as soon as I get it, I'll do the back head. I'll do right? I know it's kind of weird, but I'm pretty sure you guys do something similar to that as well. Every time you get an aha moment, right? When you figure something out, it actually feels real good. Now, from what I understand, and it's kind of more of a theory as of right now, I'm pretty sure if I do some more research, I'll figure out that it is actually true, and then that we all figure out how to get these aha moments exactly like this, or very similar to it. But from what I have figured out through my own experience is that we get it by pretty much feeding the RAS, as I like to call it. What is RAS? RAS stands for Reticular Activating System. It's a part in the brain, right? There's an actual part in the brain that I like to look at it as kind of like a search and capture part of your brain. What I mean by that is it goes out and starts looking for answers for you. Alright? So just think about that for a second. Alright? The RAS starts looking for answers for you, and then it captures them, brings them back into your brain, and then feeds them out to where you start getting these aha moments, right? You start getting those aha, okay, I get this now. You start getting your questions answered. Now, feed the RAS. What do I mean by that part right there? Feed the RAS. It's real simple. From what I have figured out so far is the more that I feed the RAS, or the Reticular Activating System, the more aha moments I get, and a lot more frequently. So how do you actually feed the RAS? See, the RAS is always looking for answers, but it really cannot find answers if it doesn't know what it's looking for. You get what I'm saying? So how do you actually kind of direct it and guide it to go out and find answers for you, to give you more aha moments? It's real simple. You ask it a lot of questions. You give it, you feed it questions, right? You start feeding the RAS a lot of questions and a lot of knowledge, of a lot of experiences. That's how you're able to get RAS to go out and find information for you, capture it, and then bring it back to you. Real simple. Let me just show you a quick illustration on the whiteboard. My marvelous drawing skills, my artistic skills. Look at this. I pretty much drew like a puzzle here, right? All kinds of different puzzles. And what this represents is pretty much the RAS is right here. Okay, this is kind of the framework. This is, say, a question that you asked the RAS, okay? Now what happens is, within your brain already has a few of those puzzle pieces already built in there, right? It's just missing a few, like maybe 3 puzzle pieces. So what the RAS's job is to go out, and as soon as it finds the puzzle pieces that fit these sections, it just fits them in for you. So let me show you real quick. It starts filling out these puzzle pieces, right? It starts filling them out. And as it gets to the last puzzle piece, it fills it out, right? You get that aha moment. That's it. Your puzzle is complete. The final answer has been gotten by your RAS. This is the RAS, and this is when you get an aha moment. Alright? Alright, with that little simple illustration, I kind of just showed you how the RAS works. It goes out, finds answers to questions that you've asked it, and then it fits in those puzzle pieces until you finally get an aha moment, right? Once that full puzzle has been filled out. So what kind of questions do you really want to ask it? You want to ask questions that are going to get you positive results. You don't want to ask questions that are going to get you negative results, because what's the RAS's job? To go out and find answers to those questions. So let's say that you want to, lose weight. You don't want to ask questions like, man, how can I stop being fat? Man, how can I stop being overweight? Man, how can I stop being lazy? Because guess what? It's going to find answers to not how to stop it, but how to be more of that. Alright? It's going to find out how to be more fatter. So it's going to tell you, okay, go eat more food. It's going to tell you how to be more overweight. Keep not exercising. It's going to tell you how to be more lazy. So all you got to do is lay in bed all day, watch TV all day. That's what the RAS's job is there. It's just there to find answers to your questions. So you want to do is state them in the positive. How you do that is real simple. So instead of saying, how do I stop being fat? You got to say, how do I get fit? How do I get skinnier? How do I build muscle? How, you ask questions in the positive that are going to get you positive results. Because guess what? As soon as you ask those questions, your RAS is going to go out and find answers. And what it's going to do as well is going to help you start researching better. So that you go out and feed it more information so that it can find the answers much more quickly. Pretty much it. You start feeding your RAS positive questions, positive knowledge, associate yourself around positive people that are going to feed the RAS even more and more positive information, and you will start getting answers and start getting more aha moments. Alright, that's pretty much it for me. Go ahead and share this video with your friends if you found it interesting, and also make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure to also, alright, a few little alsos, check out my website, aamind.com, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out. Oh, my bad. Real quick, before I actually leave, I actually want to finish off the story that I started. Remember Isaac? He had a raspberry, hit his head, right? He had some little liquid dripping down his face. And as he looks up, right, he had the raspberry right here. He looks up, he's like, what the heck? And he touches his head again, tastes it, like, oh, I figured it out. You see, his question was, because he was tired of just drinking water. He wanted to drink something else. And he saw that this was just so juicy. He's like, there we go. We can just start making juice out of these fruits. Boom. Squeezes it. Drinks it up. Delicious. Aha. You figured it out. Let's go.